So obviously, the audience already has an appetite. We're greedy in a good way. We want more.
Yeah.
How many discussions, are there real discussions about a season 2 right
Sure.
now?
Yeah. Lauren and Dylan and Colin and I are talking about doing another season, and it's all about, obviously we're doing the Batman 2, we got to get the timing right on that, but our plan is and our hope is absolutely to do another season. We just have to come up with the idea that we think is the right idea, which is what we're working on.
That is very interesting to me, right? Because I feel like up until now, it's been very much like, I don't know if we're going to do another season. I mean, who knows? Anything is possible, but that is like the first time I've seen somebody go like, oh yeah, no, the plan is to do a second season right now. Like we want to do it. It's gonna, like, that is what we're working towards. I think the question is do they get it out before the Batman Part 2? Is that possible? I'm not really sure. Like, if they haven't started writing the script yet, or if they're just starting writing the script, then I'm not sure.
How tough has it been to figure out your main villain? There have been a lot of rumors lately. I've even heard Freeze as a potential villain.
I can't answer anything that you're going to
By now you've determined who the bad guy is.
Yes, of course, or we'd really be in trouble.
Is it going to be surprising to the audience?
I hope so. Yeah, I think so. I think that the story is a continuation in a certain way and completely different in another, and is going to show a different sides of Rob. I mean, I think it's going to be really exciting. It's going to be really cool.
If we're meant to be surprised by the villain, then does that kind of rule out a lot of the ones that we've been talking about? Like, does that rule out Mr. Freeze? Does that rule out the Court of Owls? I don't know. Maybe we shouldn't read into that too much, but I'm very curious to see what that ends up meaning.
I spoke to James Gunn recently, and I asked him, obviously he talked about, letting you do your Reeves verse on his own. And I did ask him, have you contemplated recently integrating Rob into the DCU? And he said, they've talked about it because you talk about everything.
Sure, yeah.
What's your attitude about that at this point?
I mean, it really comes down to whether or not it makes sense. And, I think what's been great is there was really a kind of a story that I wanted to tell, we're calling the epic crime saga and all of that, which is the thrust of what we wanted to do. And it's been important to me to be able to play that out. Yeah. And, James and Peter have been really, really great about that, and they're letting us do that. And, what the future brings, I can't really tell you. I have no idea right now, except that my head is down now about getting the Batman Part 2 shooting and to make it something really, really special, which, of course, is the most important thing.
And if they decide, we really want Rob to be our DCU Batman?
I don't know. Well, we'll have to see where that goes.
Fair enough.
And it feels like Matt Reeves is kind of giving us a little bit of insight where it's like, if there were going to be a compromise, it would be that Matt Reeves is going like, hey, listen, if we do this, I would still like to play out my epic crime saga. Maybe they end up saying that the Batman trilogy is like a prequel to his introduction into the DCU.